So if you're anything like me, chances are you are home or you've been home for a while. Maybe you're on break, maybe you're a stay-at-home parent, maybe you just graduated, or maybe you are transitioning through seasons. Regardless of the reason, I want to take a strong guess and say that you've been feeling unproductive and you've been looking for ways to be more productive. So here are 6 systems that will get you from being unproductive and unmotivated to becoming your most productive self yet. Plus, I'll be giving 2 extra tips, so you better make sure you stay till the end of the video to find out what they are. Plan your tomorrow today. The days I felt the most unproductive are the days where I didn't have a plan for that day. Planning your day the night before helps you wake up with a goal in mind to accomplish. You're going to be able to achieve things faster when you have a plan in mind. A wise man once said, you fail to plan, you plan to fail. I don't see any failures around here, so chop chop. Get to planning. Have a consistent sleep and wake up time range. Notice, I didn't say exact time, right? I said time range, okay? You want to have a time range for when you sleep and when you wake. If you ask me, a sleep time range is more important because if you sleep earlier, you're going to wake up earlier and you're going to wake up feeling more relaxed. And as the saying goes, early to bed, early to rise. The reason I advocate for a time range and not a particular time is because a particular time might not be realistic or ideal for every day of the week, and sometimes your body just needs more sleep, let's be honest. Having a consistent time range for when you sleep and when you wake up will help you to wake up with more energy and keep that energy up throughout the day. It also helps you to wake up more naturally over time, which may lead to a better day. Our body and our brain loves habit, so let's make that work for us and not against us. Speaking of habit, the 3rd tip is to have a morning routine. And I know you're about to say, girl, what are you saying? I've been there, I've done that. Doesn't work. Fun fact is you actually have a routine, whether you like it or not. The problem is it is causing more harm than good. Walk with me, okay? So let's say a typical morning in your day is you wake up whatever time you want, and then the first thing you go is to get your phone. You fiddle with your phone and then scroll for about 30 minutes, and then you get up. You casually forget to eat breakfast, and then you decide to walk whenever you feel like. That's your routine. It's just that it's causing more harm than good. But if you sit down and you decide to pick 3 habits or 3 things that are non-negotiable that will improve your life and your living, over time you see that you notice a massive change in your productivity. For me, my morning routines consist of drinking water, reading my Bible and praying, and working out. I try to do this on most mornings and I've seen a massive improvement in my productivity. Once I've been able to complete these tasks, completing other tasks or other things wouldn't be as hard because I've done something in the morning already, rather than if I just rolled out of bed and just decided to just vibe. So the next system is funny and you're probably going to laugh, but hear me out. Live your life like a movie. So for my movie girlies, I'm more of a series girly, but it still applies. Have you ever watched a movie or a series without music? No suspense music, no music to tell you when something's about to come, no music to tell you when it's sad, no cheerful music. No, that has never happened. So why are you living your life like it's so mundane? I actually intentionally learned this from Ali Abdaal, but I've been doing it off and on. Playing music throughout your day leaves you feeling energized and productive depending on the song you're playing. So if you watched some of my recent videos, you'd see my head bopping while I'm doing stuff, or you see that I've recommended a few playlists for you guys. That's because every day I try my best to always play music and I'm always listening to music. I don't have Alexa, so I use my home theater and I use my laptop, and most times I use my phone, but since I'm filming with my phone now, I'm using my laptop and I just try to play music and I put it up so loud so that it goes through the entire house. So wherever I am, I'm able to hear the music and it just carries me through my day like I'm in a movie, really, and I'm the main character, you know, going through my day, and it just makes the day so much easier. So you should just have to try it out, okay? Separate your space. I know that this might not be realistic for people with small spaces, but having separate functions or distinct functions for separate places is really helpful. This brings me back to the point that the brain and the body loves habits. But if space is really an issue for you, this system can be replicated with clothing. Growing up, and hopefully till now, we had distinct clothes for different things. We had school clothes, we had play clothes, we had going out clothes, we had our sleep clothes, we had church clothing, we had school clothing, and every time we put on a particular clothes, signals to our brain that we're about to do a certain activity. So instead of staying home all day in your PJs, maybe you should change out of your PJs and wear something more casual that would signal to your brain that you probably want to do more things today than lounge around and stay in bed all day. But if all this doesn't work, maybe it's time to change your person. Change your person to a cafe, an eatery, a restaurant, a library, or a co-working space may help you work more productively productively, especially when you see people that are like you going on their day or working alongside you. Sleep well and eat right. This I sacrificed my sleep for an extra episode or for my favorite series. I sacrificed my nutrition for laziness. For the days I had a high energy spike in the morning or a low dip in the afternoon during midday, making me feel tired, lethargic, and very sleepy around noon or by 3 p.m. in the afternoon, basically making me useless to myself and to society. You want to ensure that for you to be productive, you have to be eating right and sleeping well. Number 2, prioritize rest. This is especially true if you are on break, going through seasons, or transitioning maybe from one career to another. God has kept you in this season to rest. So make sure that as you're trying to be productive, you are keeping time to rest, to pray, and to reflect, to ensure that your tank is full, so that when this new season comes, you have a full tank and you're able to pour out and do everything that you are meant to do. One last thing I'd like to add is that habits are made for man, not the other way around. So if you are going to miss a day or you don't do everything in one day, that's okay. The key is to have more wins than losses. You're doing great already, okay? Don't beat yourself down because you didn't do a day of your morning routine or you did not do what you were supposed to do. Just strategize and start again. I hope these are really helpful. If you have any other useful systems or tips or tricks that you have been using to be more productive, please leave them down in the comment section below. We are a growing community and we'd love for you to join us. And if by now you're still unsubscribed, please subscribe, like this video, comment on this video, share it to anyone you think would need this at this time, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.